Hey, what's up guys? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video. And inside of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the best decks inside of Clash Royale as I prepare for the King's Cup. So if you guys have seen the videos I posted the last couple of days, I'm going to be competing in a $100,000 tournament on November 6th in Los Angeles. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I actually got a great idea from Anthony Arentz on Twitter to make a series as I get ready for the tournament. So inside of this series, I'm going to show you guys some of the best decks inside of Clash Royale, starting off with this giant Prince Poison deck that has been so popular recently. It also has the Mega Minion inside of it, and it was the most popular deck inside of the game before the balancing changes came out in the most recent balancing update. So I'm going to show you guys how to play this deck, as well as I'll show you guys a bunch more decks over the next 2 weeks as I prepare for the tournament. Hopefully it'll help you guys out to be better players, and it'll showcase what decks I might be playing inside of the tournament. Of course, I'm not going to show you everything I'll be playing inside of the tournament because my competitors probably will check out my videos and try to beat me with my own decks, but it still would be fun to show you guys some of the very best decks inside of Clash Royale as I prepare to grab that win and hopefully win the $25,000 first prize. At least I want to win the very first battle. That's like really all I want. I don't want to lose right away, but I'm going to be going against some of the best players inside of the entire world. So even if I win a single battle, I'll definitely be happy. But if I win $25,000, you know, I won't really be too sad as well. And I'll take everyone on this channel out for dinner at McDonald's. So let's go and get into the very first battle. As you can see, I'm going to be stopping this guy's push by using my Prince to kill that Golem. The Mega Minion's going to take out that Inferno Dragon, which he was banking on to kill my Giant. And just like that, I've got the Giant and the Mega Minion on the tower. The Fire Spirits will be really effective, though, in killing that push. But we already have a massive lead. Our Elixir Collectors are down. And to keep in mind, this actually came out before... this video was recorded before the balancing changes went live. So now the Elixir Collector does cost 6 Elixir. The Poison's been nerfed, the Giant's been nerfed a bit. I still feel like this is one of the most strong decks. And let me just tell you guys exactly how it's played and why you probably will still see it inside of the tournament, some sort of variation of it. It's just because it's so strong and so powerful as far as its versatility goes. It's strong against every single deck. You got the Musketeer and the Mega Minion to deal with air defense. You've got the Prince to deal with those strong ground units. You've got the Ice Spirit and the Zap to reset things, like I'm going to go ahead and do right there. You can take care of pretty much any type of deck when you're using this deck, and that's why it's so strong. So it's going to be a little bit weaker after the balancing changes. It's not going to do as much damage. The Giant and the Poison Spell are nerfed a fair bit. The Poison Spell no longer slows the attack speed of your opponent troops. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're playing this deck, but still, it's such a strong deck. And as you can see right there, 3 crowns to 0 very fast as I do this Grand Challenge tournament. I'm going to be playing all of these matches inside of the Grand Challenge mode, so I'll be matched up with even opponents the entire time whenever I show you guys one of these new decks. And it should help you guys out, especially if you guys can get up to level 9 and get your cards to tournament standard, which ends up taking a little bit of time. I'm still not there on my Chief Pat 2 account, even though I've had it for a while. It's just really hard to get those epic cards more than anything. I have like 1 level 3 epic on my account, maybe 2, but yeah, that is pretty much it. Alright, so next battle, let's go ahead and go against this Sparky deck right here. And again, just showing off the power of this deck. It works so well against all these different types of decks. It works well against Sparky deck. I'm going to go ahead and kill that Sparky with my Mega Minion. And now I'm going to play the Elixir Collector in the bottom left and start pumping up down that left-hand side. Now, even though the Elixir Collector does cost 6 Elixir now, it's still fairly effective. You do have to worry about the miners, though, because a miner can absolutely demolish your Elixir Collector fairly easily and just result in such a bad trade. So if you ever see a miner, make sure you place your Elixir Collector in between your 2 towers. Try to counter the miner with your Prince and hopefully negate as much damage as possible, but I still have a feeling that the miner is just going to be everywhere and is so difficult to deal with. Alright, so now we've got a push going. I've got the Ice Spirit going down. The Zap's going to help out a bit. The Ice Spirit will kill the rest of the minions. Unfortunately, that does mean the Inferno Dragon is going to start doing work. My Mega Minion's going to do as best as possible to burn down that Inferno before it kills my Prince. The Prince still will die, but take a look at the Mega Minion as it slaps down that right-hand tower. That's the very first tower of the game, just a minute and a half into it. And things are looking really good as we have double pumps down, 2 chains, 2 pumps, 1 Giant in the back. And let's go ahead and get ready to take care of this Sparky. Now, this is a deck that's, like I said, extremely common. This is going to be one I'm going to see a lot inside of the tournament. I definitely don't doubt that. I also think I'm going to be seeing a lot of Inferno Tower-based decks since it wasn't really touched on too much inside of the most recent balancing changes. I don't think we'll really see too much Sparkies, so this isn't, you know, the most common deck that we'll be seeing. Getting ready for my Zap spell. I don't even have it right now, so I couldn't use it to take care of that Sparky. So honestly, some sloppy plays right here. I honestly could have played this a lot better. So instead, I'm actually going to probably take some damage on this left-hand tower from the Knight, and instead I'll play my Giant to stop that Sparky, and then the poison spell is going to go down and be able to kill everything in its tracks. All right, Freeze Spell, or the Ice Spirit will kill, or make sure the Sparky doesn't get a shot off against the Giant. The Mega Minion's gonna go ahead and walk over with the Giant right there. We did take a little bit of damage down that left-hand tower just from some really bad plays. I gotta admit that I got a little bit cocky right there, but now we can go ahead and reset the battle. He's got 2 legendaries running towards my face. He's got the Musketeer down as well. I'm gonna play the Giant plus the Musketeer. The Giant's just gonna do a great job of tanking for me, which is the main reason I wanna play it. Mega Minion's gonna go down right in the middle of all that madness, and just like that, things are looking great. Ooh, looks like the Mega Minion and the Musketeer are gonna dominate that minion horde due to the Ice Spirit, which is still just so ridiculously strong. And now we can go ahead and finish off the game. So Zap Spell, Musketeers, and the Princes are doing work. Double Musketeer and a Poison Spell. That's going to be the end of the game for a clean 1-crown-to-0 victory. And another fantastic win using this deck. Alright, so different variations you can play with this deck. You can also bring the guards if you want to help out with this deck. So you can swap the guards in to make sure that you have plenty of stuff to counter against the Prince. The guards do so much work against so many different types of units, and the fact that they're still so strong right now means that they're a fantastic card to use. So if you guys want to use the guards, I definitely recommend that you can sub those in for one of the non-essential cards inside of the deck. You could use the guards for something like maybe the Ice Spirit. It's a little bit risky because the Ice Spirit is so valuable, but the guards sort of serve the same purpose. They can stop a Prince, they can stop a Mini P.E.K.K.A, similar to the Ice Spirit. It does leave you a little bit more vulnerable to air, and the Ice Spirit I feel like is like a little bit better for countering some of the, you can get like a really positive elixir trade, obviously, since the Ice Spirit only cost 1 elixir, but yeah, feel free to swap the guards in. Still a fantastic card, and let's go ahead and get ready for this next battle. Alright, so as the Prince and the Mega Minion make their way across, Poison Spell is going to go down, Ice Spirit's going to go down as well, but unfortunately not really in time to do too much. But as it finally reaches the tower, the Prince will get an additional shot off due to that Ice Spirit. And just like that, very first tower of the game is down. The Prince is actually going to charge onto the tower because the Mega Minion took aggro, and the tower's all the way down to 2400 HP. And this game is barely even started. I barely have had a chance to breathe, and that tower is all the way halfway down. The right-hand tower is destroyed, and with the Giant going down the lane, my opponent's got to be pretty low as far as their morale goes, and let's go ahead and get ready to stop his push in his tracks with the Prince, with the Mega Minion, the Musketeer, but he did get a fantastic Poison Spell off, so that means we're going to have to deal with all of my troops getting slowed. And again, the Poison Spell did get nerfed in the most recent changes to now the attack speed should not be slowed, and you won't have to worry about that too much anymore. Alright, so Mega Minion's going to get killed by the tower. I've got another Elixir Collector on the bottom left. I'm going to go ahead and get ready just to see what my opponent's going to play. I have a choice whether I want to go for the right-hand side or the left. When I'm playing multiplayer, usually I go for the 3 crowns because I want to get my crown chest, but right now, you know, I'm a little bit debating going towards this left-hand side just to take out that tower and give myself a little bit of a safety buffer in case he takes my right-hand side. I don't have any defenses in this deck, so sometimes your towers are pretty much as good as gone. Let's go ahead and get ready to counter this right-hand push, and honestly, I don't like where I'm at. My opponent has a very nice play right now with the Giant plus the Prince. I've just got to do the best that I can to try to stop him in his tracks. My Giant probably isn't going to be able to do too much by itself. He can play like a Mega Minion by itself to kill my Giant. The Zap Spell will counter that Prince though. And with the Mega Minion running its way down, Ice Spirit will stop that. I don't want to take any damage, so I'm just going to make sure I play that as soon as possible. Elixir Collector is going to go down, but another Giant, which means our Mega Minion has to go down to try to stop this push. He's just going to keep assaulting me over and over again down this right-hand lane. The Prince is going to do the best it can. I was hoping the Prince would target the Giants, but it's not actually going to work out. Musketeer versus Musketeer down the right-hand lane, and now the tower is so low. The Ice Spirit will kill the Mega Minion, though, giving my opponent just a little bit of time to sweat it out before he plays his Poison Spell, sending us into double Elixir unless I can stop this push. Alright, so Mega Minion plus the Zap. Really annoying to play right there, to have to take care of that Prince. He still will get a hit down that right-hand lane. I'm going to go ahead and prepare for a big push. I've got the Poison Spell going down on absolutely everything. The Mega Minion, it's going down to the Musketeer, it's going down to the Ice Spirit. Finally, we have a Poison Spell going in our favor, even though his Ice Spirit still did have enough HP to do work right there. The Prince, the Musketeer, everything's just going down over and over again. The Prince, the Mega Minion, the Musketeer just keep assaulting this left-hand lane. I've got the Poison Spell going down. The Musketeer is going to target that Crown Tower take it all the way down to 599. It's still ticking, and he's going to counter with a giant down this left-hand lane. A really well-placed giant means I have to play my Musketeer and my Ice Spirit to stop that Mega Minion in his tracks. A Zap spell will be aggressive, though, and guess what? He left himself open to a massive counterattack down this left-hand lane. We've got the Prince, we've got the Musketeer, we've got the Giant. He plays the Elixir Collector, which is as good as a ceasefire flag. That will be the end of the game. GG, well played for a well-earned 2 crowns 1 victory. So guys, this is a deck that I love to play. It is a tad bit nerfed after the most recent balancing changes, so keep that in mind, but it's still very strong. It's just the fact that the Elixir Collector got nerfed. You can swap in stuff for the Elixir Collector like the guards, like I was talking about. I still feel like Giant Poison is fine as far as the damage goes. The Poison spell slowed is a little bit annoying, but it can still take care of a clump of troops in a hurry. So I definitely recommend you guys check this out as one of the best decks inside of the entire game. So final look, we've got the Giant, the Prince, the Musketeer, Mega Minion, Ice Spirit, 2 OP spells in the Zap, and the Poison, and finally that Elixir Collector, which does cost 6 Elixir now, so feel free to swap it out for the guards. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have a deck you want me to play, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to keep showing you guys some of the best decks inside of Clash Royale, and you can cheer me on inside of the King's Cup tournament. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.